we've got three fantastic teams in the house.
It is not just the biggest and the best, but it is the only news quiz show on TV in India.
This is the official emblem of which upcoming event? Sai International School, Bhubaneswar, yes.
This is the FIFA Under-17 Football World Cup.
Your father is a football coach, Chinmay. You got the right answer. Well done.
After the grand success of Newswiz 2016, it is now time for Newswiz 2017. India's only news quiz show on TV is back with a bang on India Today TV.
Hello, everybody. The first question, who scored the winning goal?
In the second season too, seasoned journalist Rajdeep Sardesai is the quizmaster. Asking the tough questions and facing him will be the cream of school quizzing teams from all over India. Starting Saturday, 26th August, 27 schools will fight it out on TV to claim for themselves the title of Newswiz 2017.
Hello and welcome to everyone. My name is Rajdeep Sardesai, and as you know, sometimes I stop playing news anchor and instead have become a quiz master on television. And yes, it's that time of the year when I can wear the other hat. A time to test the brightest young minds in the country. Newswiz 2017, the only news quiz on Indian television, is back this weekend. Last year we got tremendous response from lots of school children and indeed adults from across the country, which is why this year we are promising that Newswiz will be bigger and better still. But first, let's take you back to Newswiz 2016 and tell you what it was all about.
It began in July, the search for the most news-savvy school team of India. "27 elite schools fought some of the most grueling battles to find a place in the finals. Some of the biggest stars of Bollywood, the biggest cricketing icons,
That's the problem area though.
politicians,
You're a veteran quizzer.
members of parliament, musicians, singers and commentators
Scorecard would excite me.
came as guests on the show, egging on the teams, lending them a helping hand and participating in the excitement of news quizzing.
I am going to give 100 points to Babul Supriyo. Well done. It is indeed Anil Palmer. Modern School Barakhamba.
Hands on the buzzer, every single episode was fraught with suspense and excitement. Cliffhanger followed cliffhanger. Many a time, the winner got decided on the last question.
I don't know what to say. You have just done the most amazing comeback in the history of Newswiz. Contest that can go anywhere to
Till in the end, there were only 3 teams left.
Why did you take that big gamble?
I had to take it. I am not losing today, so
You're not losing today.
We are going back to Chennai with Diego.
Pranav, Navya, fantastico. A tremendous show today by you. Well done. Come on in. Chinmay and Sushwe. Amazing.
3 teams from 3 different cities who earned for themselves the right to be in the ring for the final showdown. From Chennai, Bhubaneswar and Delhi,
This is the highest score ever.
3 teams blazed their way to the grand finale of Newswiz 2016. Team Delhi, Navya, cool-headed, focused, know-all, daddy's darling, Stanford aspirant, this no-nonsense girl is all set for a dazzling future. Pranav, parents who dote on him, easygoing, always with a smile, except when he's answering Rajdeep's questions. Correctly, of course.
sustainable development.
Absolutely right. Fantastico.
Team Bhubaneswar, Chinmay, the fun prankster. Susmit, the serious quizzer.
Is it Virendra Sehwag?
Cool Siddharth exudes the Chennai dude vibe. Omkar has his pet phobia. On the grand finals of Newswiz 2016, the epic battle between these talented youngsters will rage, and only one team will come out winners, claiming for themselves the title of India's first Newswiz. At the grand finals of Newswiz 2016, an epic battle was fought between the talented youngsters. But at the end, only one team could come out the winners, claiming for themselves the title of India's first Newswiz.
Now, Newswiz 2016 was a grand affair, and I enjoyed being the quiz master on the show. I have been a member of school and college quizzing teams, but being a quiz master was a different ball game altogether. I really enjoyed the entire process, and in particular, the excitement of the finals, which were a real cliffhanger. The winners of 2016 fully deserved their win. They kept their nerve in a real battle of wits till the very end and came out the winners.
The ultimate cliffhanger of the season.
Jaishe Mohammed is the right answer. Well done.
Newswiz grand finale.
Deepa Malik.
Deepa Malik is the right answer. Well done. We have a tie at the top.
After 3 grueling months of facing off the opposition, 3 teams from Delhi, Bhubaneswar and Chennai made it to the finals of India's only news quiz, vying for the top spot.
800 points to go. Question number 3.
It was an edge of the seat, nail-biting finish at the finals.
It's the right answer again. They're playing like Rajnikant at the moment.
Trailing by 500 points as the last buzzer round began. Springdale School Dholakua came from behind to pip Chettinad Vidyashram of Chennai in the last question.
Mobile phone camera.
Is the wrong answer, I'm afraid.
And then there was no stopping the celebrations as parents rushed on to the set.
I don't know what to say. Come on in, come here, come on in here.
बादल पे पाँव है, यहाँ छोटा गाँव है, अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी नाव है.
Navya and Pranav have become the first ever Newswiz, claiming the Newswiz trophy for their school and a Tata Tiago car each for themselves, along with other prizes. The celebrations began on the journey to school. But school for the 2 winners will never be the same again, as they realized when the Newswiz champions reached Springdale's the day after winning the ultimate quiz. They got a hero's welcome. Juniors, teachers, principal, staff and everyone possible thronged the gates of the school for the homecoming of the champions.
Navya, tell me, how does it feel to receive such a grand welcome in school? I'm numb, to be honest. It's too overwhelming. It is amazing. When you realized that you had actually won the competition, how did you feel, Pranav?
It was amazing because there were 2 questions left and both the teams were tied. So we answered one without even looking at the question. And at the last question, the other team also answered, but to our luck, they answered it wrong. So when we realized that they had answered wrong, I shouted at their face that it's wrong and I started celebrating. So it was amazing.
What's important to know that it's become number 1 because of the kind of quiz it was, dealing with world affairs, dealing with the world of music. It was a very widely encompassing quiz.
Newswiz is the new buzz in the corridors of Springdale's Dholakua, and every student now wants to be a Navya or a Pranav. They want to be the next Newswiz.
And joining me now as we build up to Newswiz 2017 is Anita called Basu, Director, Tree of Knowledge, and one of the brains behind Newswiz 2017. And also joining us are the winners of Newswiz 2016, Navya and Pranav from Springdale's Dhaula Kua. First of all, you all are looking very different. You look far calmer now than you were in that big final that you won on the very last question. Do you still have memories of that? Are you still haunted in a way by what happened, or do you still get up with nice dreams about that?
When we were just coming here, both of us could feel butterflies in our stomach.
We had a deja vu with the nervousness and everything.
Have you still recovered from the fact that you won on the very last question?
Yeah. But we haven't recovered, I don't think so.
Are you heroes in your school? Be honest.
Yeah,
sort of. Celebrities,
Yeah,
right?
Kind of.
Kind of celebrities, right? Are you doing more quizzing?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was it about NewsWhiz 2016 that for you was your best memory?
I think white helmets.
Yeah, white helmets, definitely.
White helmets was that question that you got on
That
Syria.
was a blinder.
Yeah, we answered
played a
without
blinder.
even seeing the question.
You answered the question in that final without even seeing the video clue.
Yeah.
How did you get that? I've still wondered.
I knew that we had to do it, and I just saw the question and suddenly I pressed the buzzer. I didn't even have a reflex to press the buzzer. It was like automated reflex. I pressed the buzzer and then said the answer.
Anita, have you ever seen that before? And they did it, I think, more than once in that final.
It has happened time and again. We've seen in Quizzin', whether live or otherwise, how people get, slide in, and you say, oh my God, that was really left field. Where did it come from? Whether it was in terms of questions or people who won, literally on a, knife's edge. So I think that excitement that comes into quizzing and the drama is that.
Do you need that element of drama, particularly
Television,
on TV?
definitely. Television, definitely. You do need that. So you do need people to take a chance. You can't stay pretty and you cannot stay calm and you cannot stay, back of the seat. You have to drive it.
Have you been in touch with your friends from Chennai whom you defeated in the final? I've often wondered.
Not really.
Because there were these two contrasting emotions, your exhilaration and their acute disappointment. I mean, do you believe that when you do quizzes, you've got to live with that, the possibility that things could go horribly wrong one day and just terrifically the next?
Yeah.
In normal quizzes, we have a system of pounds in which you get negative marks.
Yes.
So we often have to take chances in that case. And we end up losing points as well.
Ask me a question and I'll try and answer it. Come on, go for it.
So
Make it easy.
basically,
Push him to the
Philippines
edge.
president recently tweeted out an Indian dish by mistake, and famous Indian dish by mistake, and then he wrote another tweet saying that it's very popular in India with the hashtag of the name of the same dish. So what was the dish?
Something like Donald Trump pulling off a kofefe.
This
It was
a
an
mistake.
Indian dish.
Rodrigo Duterte also did something like this.
Duterte did a tandoori chicken?
No. He did a fafda.
Fafda.
Oh God, we are living in the world of the Gujaratis. This is the Gujarati. Okay, now you can ask me a second one and let me see if I can get that. That's a good one. I didn't get it.
The new fundamental right, which has been passed today.
Yes, I got that. Right to privacy.
Correct.
100 points. I'm not so bad. I'm not
I
so
will still
bad.
have to remember that name.
Remember, he was a very good quizzer.
No, look, 1 out of 2 means that I'm getting old, but I'm still young. That's the way I see it. Okay, great. That's wonderful. Congratulations and thank you once again for coming back to our studios with pleasant memories. To NewsWhiz 2017. Now, if 2016 was a first, we've ensured that NewsWhiz only gets bigger and better in 2017. More schools participated in the qualifying rounds. More teams have come from far-flung corners of India and have tried to make it to becoming the top 27 teams who get a chance to be on television. One thing I must assure the viewers and fans of quizzing is that qualifying for NewsWhiz is not an easy task.
NewsWhiz is about 54 of the brightest students from across the country. It is about 27 teams who come from all over with just one goal: to be the ultimate news wizard. In its second season, this year too, NewsWhiz is all set to be an exciting and challenging experience for everybody involved. As it is one-of-a-kind production from the creators of landmark shows such as Kaun Banega Crorepati, Mastermind India, University Challenge and India's Child Genius. But the set this year has been expanded and the quiz show will be conducted in front of a live audience. Another first for a news quiz in India.
As compared to last year's Newswiz set, we faced many challenges this year. When in the meeting I was told that this year we are going to have about 100 audience, I was shocked because the studio is very small. Now it is not. Earlier it was very small, and I was confused how we are going to have 100 audience. And then I had no option but to break the wall and expand the studio.
First introduce yourselves and tell me something about you guys. Tell me what's the best thing about your school. Tell me about your current hero. Tell me something about your city.
But the TV show is the culmination of months of hard work and quizzing that goes on behind the scenes. With over 2,000 schools from across the country specially invited to participate, with around 500 teams registering to take the online test. Newswiz 2017 is a three-tiered selection process judged on the basis of news awareness, general knowledge, language skills, articulation and personality-based questions. But finally, only 27 teams make the cut to be seen on Newswiz on TV. The prelims last for 9 rounds of quizzing on TV, with each episode having 3 teams competing for a semi-final berth. And then the 3 semi-final winners battle it out at the grand finals. But that's not all. There are prizes in store for viewers as well. So set your alarms and brush up on your news knowledge, because Newswiz is back on India Today TV.
And still with us is Anita Kaul Basu, Director, Tree of Knowledge, and the driving force, in a sense, behind Newswiz 2017. And we are also joined by a very special guest, because the original Quizmaster and also the driving force, in a way, behind Newswiz 2017, Siddharth Basu, is with us. Good to have you, Mr. Basu, on the show, because I'm told you're speaking to us even while you're directing and producing KBC. So tell us the difference between doing a KBC and doing a Newswiz for kids.
There's a sea of difference, and it's a bumper weekend coming up, Rajdeep, because I'm speaking from a vanity van which is parked outside Studio 7 in Film City at Mumbai, and where we're recording KBC. Kaun Banega Crorepati is, of course, a Janta quiz, a knowledge game. It's much more than just a quiz. It is such random representatives from all over India who take part in the quiz, and the standards are vastly different, and the points, the purpose of both shows, in a sense, is very different. Over here there are such widely varying levels of education, region, occupation, age, and they're coming from all sorts of places that it's a very different kind of quiz. I think our Newswiz participants, our contestants from high schools across the country are so much more cued in and brighter into what's going on and plugged in. They're among the best and brightest in the country, because they go through quite a formidable test and a battery of tests, and as a matter of fact, before they get onto the show. This weekend, I was about to tell you, is a bumper weekend, because Friday night at 9 p.m. is the curtain raise. It's a rewind, 17 Saal Bemisal of KBC, and then on Saturday, prime time on India Today TV, we have the first episode of Newswiz, which you're hosting, of course.
I was going to ask you, since you mentioned hosts, the difference between the hosts. How difficult is it to direct an Amitabh Bachchan, and how easy is it to direct me? That's simple. That's, you know, and is there any possibility of trading places?
Rajdeep, both of you are very good at what you do for your respective quizzes. I wouldn't want to trade Amitabh Bachchan on a Newswiz, and I wouldn't want to, at this point of time, put a Rajdeep in KBC. They both fit each show very well, and they're very good at what they do. You know that, you know I've told you that, And at this point of time, Amitabh Bachchan has done more than 600 episodes of KBC and over 17 years. And you, on the other hand, are such a seasoned hand at news and have picked up whatever it takes to conduct a quiz. I'm very happy to say, because last year, the first season, you enjoyed it. You've been a quizzer yourself. That's one big difference between you and Amitabh Bachchan.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity and for your expertise and for what you've done with quizzing. The reinvention part that you mentioned, Rosa, is I think important. There's a new generation out there. It's going to be exciting once again. Newswiz 2017, we promise you, with a live studio audience.
Absolutely.
Which is one of the innovations. So there's lots to look forward to. Yes. Remember, we'll almost always go down to the last question. And we don't know who's going to win Newswiz 2017. Whoever it is, trust me, you'll enjoy the ride. Thanks very much for joining us, Siddharth Basu and Rosa Basu and all of you there. It's Saturday night, 8 p.m., Sundays, 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Newswiz 2017 on India Today.